Hey cousins, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Chrissy Pips. Listen, I've missed you guys. Today's video is a bonus video because of a conversation that we had on IG about how to survive the crypto dip. So this is our crypto dip survival guide. Now listen, go ahead, like, subscribe, share the content. You know somebody needs it. But as always, if you're here, you're interested. So let's get into it. Now listen, y'all, tip number one is going to be research, okay? Learn about a crypto or a specific crypto like protocol or something in the cryptocurrency space that you really want to know about. If you're brand new, you might just want to start with learning exactly what crypto is, right? And how you can get involved. If you've been involved, maybe you're a beginner, but you're not at the beginning anymore, you might want to look at what tokenomics is, right? How it works, right? Or how the ecosystems or deflationary mechanisms for cryptocurrencies work, okay? Maybe you want to start diving into a crypto that you've been interested in getting involved in, but you need to know what some of the partnerships are. So those are a few things that you could do to start getting involved in the research process. Now, if you are brand new to the space, some of the cryptos that you might want to research would be ETH, Solana, Polkadot, or even Omi. Okay, now in this video too, you guys, I am going to give you cons for each of these, just so you know. The disclaimer is in the description. If you don't know the risks involved in trading and investing, please read the description disclaimer. Okay, but we are going to move right on to the next tip. Okay, so tip number two is going to be dollar cost averaging. Okay, that's how you accumulate a specific asset or even a specific amount of an asset. Okay, and that's done over a period of time to reduce the impact of volatility in the market. So some of the things that you might want to like dollar cost average into are like Bitcoin, Ethereum, MVI, M as in Mary, V as in Victor, I, look it up. If you don't know what it is, go look it up. But what you might do is say every paycheck, I'm going to put $20 in or whatever. Every 2 paychecks, maybe once a month, you're going to get a specific asset, on a specific time frame that you specify, so that you can start to accumulate the asset and not feel so crazy when the market goes up and down, right? Now, the only con that I could really think of for dollar cost averaging is if you're dollar cost averaging at a high or at a top in the market, if there is a pullback, you will like lose a little bit of money while you're in that pullback. But right now in this dip is definitely a good time to dollar cost average into some different projects. But let's go ahead and move on to the next tip. Okay, tip number 3, you guys, and I'm kind of running from the sun, right? But tip number 3 is going to be staking, right? This is just the process of locking a certain amount of your crypto for a certain amount of time to earn interest or rewards. Okay, one of my favorite places to stake cryptocurrency is inside of the Exodus wallet, because the Exodus wallet gives you access to your private keys, which gives you ownership of your assets. Okay, now listen, just like to let y'all know what the inside of Exodus looks like for staking, right? If you want to stake something like a stable coin like DAI, is 3.26% interest is what you get on DAI. Cardano is 4.91%. Atom is 16.11%. My favorite, and I am staking all of these, but my favorite is Ontology. It's at 18.36%. Okay, now as far as the cons go for staking, there is something called vesting periods that some cryptocurrencies do have for staking. So while the asset is in a vesting period, that means you can't transfer it or move it. Okay, but next tip. Okay, so tip number 4 is going to be yield farming. Okay, use DeFi to the fullest extent of DeFi. Okay, lending crypto assets on a DeFi platform to earn crypto from transaction fees or just earn interest, right? It's a type of lending and staking that you do. That's what yield farming is. The cons to yield farming is something called impermanent loss. Impermanent loss means you might have 10 of coin A and then 10 of coin B, because you usually have to start out with equal parts. But then what happens is, instead of having 10 of coin A, you might have 5 and 15 of coin B. So impermanent loss, that's what it is. That is the con for yield farming. But that was tip number 4. Let's keep moving. Okay, so tip number 5 is going to be providing liquidity, right? You are lending your crypto assets to a platform to help them stay decentralized, okay? And that is to help the decentralization of operations on the platform. So in return, they're going to give you rewards, and the rewards are based off of the fees that are generated from platform transactions. So it's definitely a form of passive income. I do actually like liquidity providing over yield farming, so I don't know why I put them in this order. But some of the liquidity pools that I am involved in would be USDC ETH, DAI USD, and wrapped BTC and ETH on Uniswap. Okay, liquidity providing does have a kind of impermanent loss as well. So, you know, do your research. But let's keep going. Okay, so bonus for you guys. Parachain auctions is like definitely one of the things that I do like. I like to get involved with parachain auctions for Polkadot and Kusama networks for their relay chains. And what the parachain auctions do is it determines what the next blockchain is that's going to be added to the parachain slot. So what's going to be added to the Polkadot or Kusama ecosystem. Okay, parachain slots are just like starting spots on a basketball team, right? There are 5 starting spots on this basketball team. So that means that they're limited. So you only want the best of the best to be in those 5 slots. So that's what the parachain auctions do for the cryptocurrency space. Which blockchain is the best to add to the ecosystem? Okay. The cons to this is like you can't really touch the asset while this is going on. When you say, hey, I'm going to give up one of my KSM to figure out which one of these should be in this parachain slot, then you can't touch your KSM that you have put in there. But it's definitely a new way to get involved early in the development of the cryptocurrency space. So I do really like getting involved in parachain auctions. It's definitely riskier, but if you do your research, it's fun. The parachain slots are for Kusama and Polkadot, so at least you only have to do research on one ecosystem or 2 ecosystems. But Kusama is part of the Polkadot ecosystem as well. Do your research though, you'll find out how. Now listen, that was it for today's video, provided to you by our Instagram fam because of the conversation that we had. We are definitely in a crypto dip, but do not read into the fear. We buy the fear because we understand that the cryptocurrency space is not going anywhere. Fidelity is allowing for its customers to use their services to purchase Bitcoin for their retirement accounts. Yeah, you are able to invest in cryptocurrency for your retirement account. So I don't think you're going to go anywhere anytime soon as far as the crypto space goes. But as always, do your research. Make sure that you're getting involved in things that you believe in, right? And do not risk more than what you can afford to risk. Understand that every time you put money in the market, there is definitely a possibility that it all can disappear. Okay? And that's, do your research. But as always, I hope you guys are having an absolutely amazing morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the content, because I know somebody needs this info. But you guys have an awesome and productive day. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.